Okay, so I want to quickly go over highlight of the video because I know I'm editing the video right now and I already know it's really long. So you get anything out of this and you're just looking for like, hey, what's the TLDR of every single build? So high level, every single build can work. They each have their own pros and cons. So I'm going to start off with the one-shot build. These are the relics that I have. Pause if you need it. The pros of that is it's very, very, very easy. I think everyone should go this first round. I think it's been established across the board, most people doing that. It is the correct choice. You do, at the end, get the cute little crest bot thing. And it's good for every single style, as long as you have accuracy some sort, and it's good everywhere. And yeah, it's lots of damage. You get that one shot, it's great, it's fun. This is, when I call out good for every single style and everywhere, that means like you could go to Razigul with just 1% accuracy and still kill at the end. Cons of it is Pyro Archive does take a bit of time to prep to be good. It's very armor reliant. You can miss Lord of the Light falling on the ground, which does cause some inconsistency. And then you can do too much damage at the wrong time, so such as things that have reflex and Yakka. So the poison build, this is the second thing that I'll test in this video. This is the relics that I went. There's the only two blessings that I think you can maybe change around is blessings 2 and 3. You could theoretically go more range heavy and go Verdict Rampage and then Striking Light. Why I went this is because this is non-hit, and I explained in the video, and I wanted true equilibrium for the max health, so I wanted one of each. So that's why I went that. So high level, you see a lot of green numbers. Theoretically, it is possible to get over 100k HP, which is just insane. It's pretty simple. And it is the best style for off-styling, so that means you could kill anything with just a wand. So it's Raziel anything. You can kill any single boss with just the wand in your hand. Cons, I found it extremely inconsistent, and relies on resets from Wars of Awakening to even stand chance. And it has very heavy unlocks, so Corruption Blast, Big Arrows if you want to go down the range path, Cinderbrains, and 120 Hurler. I'm going to throw out another con. It does not work with range with as many things as you think. There's a lot of things that do feel like a damage over time, but are not damage over times. So I found this as actually not being a good range build, but becoming a really good mage build. So, the crit build. High level, this has been my favorite style now, or my favorite. I've played it for like maybe 3 hours today, and it is by far, I think, the thing that I've enjoyed the most. So this is the default path. The key things is Abyssal Cinders, Unholy Critical, and then going down the Chaotic Insight route. So you'll see on this video, it's very, there's just so many numbers, and it's super consistent. This is debatably probably up there with the same amount of damage as Lord's Light for DPS, depending on what boss you're fighting. And it is by far the most rewarding to master. It is so much fun. Cons, you do need to have Greater Conch. Ideally, you need Roar, you need Fractured Staff of Armanil, and you need that in an EOF. Ideally, you also have Tumikin's 2-piece, Tuska Gloves, and 2-piece from Raids. So, the con is you do lose the bot, cute little thing, and to me, it is the hardest of the 3 to use correctly and the least noob-friendly. So, if you leave anything, continue on the video. But if you do stop here, just like the video, subscribe for next, and just leave a comment telling me that, hey, thank you for valuing your time, carry on with your day, I don't mind. But this video does have a lot of content, so leave it in the background if you want to watch. I will have some timestamps, but anyways, bye. Hello, I am TigerFang, and welcome to the den. If you're like me and you're playing League, you're kind of wondering what blessings you should be taking. Today I'm going to be doing various tests going over all of the blessings, different paths. There's 3 specific builds I've seen pop off, and those are the builds I'm going to be comparing them. So the first off is going to be a one-shot build, and that's what I'm going to start off with because that is what I already have, but I will also be testing the poison build and a crit build. Now to start off with, I do want to go over my region, so I won't have the same gear as everyone probably watching this video, but I do have access to some things like debatably the best build for poison. So I have Tron, Anachronia, and the Desert as my 3 picks, so take that into account while watching this video. And I'm not the greatest PVMer, and that's going to be taken into account. And the bosses that I'm going to do are the following. Alright, so there's going to be a few different bosses and situations I'm going to test. The first is I am going to test Raziel with Necromancy. So this is going to be the consistent style slash boss. I'm always going to fight Raziel It's always going to be with some necromancy setup that benefits the style pick or the blessing pick. And then I'm going to do an ED4 clear. This is to help mimic like maybe some AoE situations for low tier mobs. And then God of War's Dungeon 2, Beastmaster Solo, Zamorak 4K, Telos, Solak, Archglacior, and Nakatra. So I'm going to be running through all of those situations for each one of these builds. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started with that. All right, first one on the list with the one-shot build is going to be Raziel. I will be doing this on a Reaper task, and you will see that I'm using full tank gear. Essentially, the goal is to have the highest armor and HP that I can have while still having any amount of accuracy. So that is what I'm going to be shooting for. And then I will be using rapid heal setup in general. I'm going to switch these two around, but this is going to attempt to be my setup. Might change things depending on what my accuracy is going forward, but let's go ahead and send some kills. Not going to do anything too crazy here. Gonna almost full auto it. I'm at 37% accuracy, so won't have any issues there. We'll just go ahead and get this going. Oh, I need to be over here. I'm just gonna sit here. Reflect. Oh my god, an Omni Guard first drop. Lol. But okay, so that's a 40-second kill so far. But is this AFK-able, I wonder? Looking pretty free. So getting about 40-second kills. Seems pretty brain dead. It's very solid. Okay, now what if I want to go super fast? I'm going to try and do one very quick speed kill. Or maybe I don't have a full revo bar. This, that, here. So, I mean, those are 30-second kills with, like, very, very little issues. So, this build seems to work pretty well there as well. And it's very easy. It's fully AFK. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead do Hellware. I do have myself a Reaper task. And I'm going to go try that. So, we're going to go send Hellware. See how this goes. I'm going to do hard mode as well because that's actually what I need. So I'm going to do 9 hard mode Hellware, and we're going to see what this goes. I do have overloads. I got everything else. So, okay. So, that's hard mode Hellware. I'm just gone. Do you want to see if I can kill it before I get hit by any poison? Okay. I know there's some combat achievements as well. So that's what I'm kind of shooting for. Okay, hard mode Hellware with this build is an absolute joke. So, we're going to send these. It's safe to say this is a good build for this. So there is a Crest of Siren. Do this one more time. I think I can just one shot. He's on cooldown. Go. Yeah, it's safe to say hard mirrored Hellware is not an issue with this build at all. There is no problem whatsoever on this. I'll probably see about some other bosses as well. This is a non-issue. Do one more. Okay, that is the task complete. So that took literally like no time at all. It's possible to one-shot it. So that it is very good at God of War's Dungeon. Another problem child is hard mode Greg, so I'm just gonna give an example kill of that as well to see if there's any buffs that help with this boss here. Oh boy, that sound is crazy loud. So to me, I've done some kills earlier. It doesn't really look like it helps at all here. And the reason why I'm calling this out is I think there might be builds that might help with this. And I would spec specifically into those builds before I went and did the 25 KC grind for the task here. As Greg hard mode is not fun by any means. Is there anything that makes that better? Another crust. But yeah, so those are about a minute kills with that setup, so nothing crazy. Alright, so the next thing I want to test is ED4, and the reason why I have this as a good test is if you don't take Wilderness like me, ED4 is something that you're going to have to do a lot of, so knowing which one or which setup is the best for grinding out something like 99 or 120 Dungeoneering is going to be super important. So I'm going to showcase how I personally do it with this setup, and then we can use that as a baseline going forward. So let's do this. I'm going to do a timer, and then we're going to go through and run this. So over here, hit that, over here. I personally go over here, do this. And I'm also going to include the time to kill Cerberus. I feel most people do Cerberus, but it's actually not the most efficient for Dungeoneering XP. Just like that, we're done. About 50 seconds to get in and out of there, so less than a minute clear times, but I'll run a few more. Run number 2, let me reset that and get going. Those here on her ass, Zerk for Serb, hopefully just one-shot him. Go out. Alright, 44 seconds with Serb as well. Alright, I'm gonna do one clear where it's just not Cerberus as well, because that also is a time I'm curious in. So now that we have some sort of range, we'll see. This is just gonna be how I would traditionally farm this for XP. Run over here, wait here, lower a little bit, go ahead and hit this, a little bit delayed. Sometimes it misses, sometimes it does. Not the most consistent, I think that's important for the test. Alright, 32 seconds for that. And then just for reference, I want to showcase how much XP you get at each stage. So, in case you're curious why I do this for XP. And I'm not overloaded either, but I'll do one more. To reset my dungeon XP, I'm going to pin it so you guys can all see XP I get at level 99. So I'll just make a timer for it again, but it's not going to be something I'm going to pay attention on this one specifically. The goal's traditionally to just AoE both those with one of the Domain strikes at the start, and then I reflect here because I have a down period, and then I walk over here to get the aggro of these, and I AoE here typically, and then I will AoE here. Oh, I'm not getting zero Domain strike. Fine. So at this point, I've gotten 10,000 XP from that, so I want to note that down as well. 10,000 or 100,000 XP, 105k XP from 2 main clears, 101k counting the witch, and then let's say we do Serb. Serb gives an extra 6.5k XP, so 117, 17k XP with Serb as well, 0.5k. So I'm curious actually. Let's what is it? 117 divided by 6.5. Yeah, 117 divided by 6.5. So roughly 18 mobs that we're killing. So those are the times with this. Seems pretty solid. I've had no issues with this so far, so no notes on that. The next is going to be a Beastmaster solo. Alright, so with Beastmaster solo, I don't necessarily care about the clear time as much as I do, can I also just do it? So this build has the benefit of being slightly tanky. So we're going to see how long it takes and see if we can even do it. So this feels kind of bad to do because I like just taking people to BM and whatnot, even if I don't need it. So I don't necessarily want to do a whole lot of rounds for this. So I probably won't be testing other combat styles as well. But like melee here might not actually be the best. I think magic probably is better. But for right now, it'll work, so I'm just gonna keep using it. Forward, see if I can just one-shot this. Oh, they miss. One of the issues with Sarah Doman, or with the Sarah build, is you can just miss things. But, I mean, that's still pretty quick for the final pet and boss. Goal is to kill the pet as soon as possible, and then kill the other pet, and then go to BM. So I'm gonna wait a little bit. Oh, that pet's already done. So that pet was killed before BM even gotta touch me. Gonna use defenses here a little bit. Is that pet gone? Look at how many chargers are in the middle. They're all just huddling. I've never seen that before, so that's hilarious to me. Try and get another Zerk off here. I'm definitely not doing this super optimally, but we're damn. Alright, that is solo BM. So yes, this build can definitely solo BM just fine. Alright, on to the next thing. Alright, next up is going to be Zamorak, and I'm actually gonna do a 4K kill. Actually, this one looks like it's a little bit higher, but that's fine. So we'll run through this, we'll see how it goes. Just living this alone and getting a kill, I think the build is successful, but I am curious on the kill times. So let's run through it. So that is the first phase done. I already have a rotation in mind for this, so revolves around not. I went berserk before. Oh, well, let's switch that. That could have gone very bad. That done. Through. Reflect off instantly. If I miss something. Wrong combo of abilities. It's looking a little rough now. I'm going to immort this. Alright, where's star? Gain some adrenaline. I do need Zerk for this. Don't forget the Zerk. And that's where the true damage shows, is just that part alone. Right here. That's phase. That's all I need. Oh. I consider a win if we even get these kills. Yeah, that was really easy. Straightforward. This. One shot that. For here, apply a debuff. I have vulnerability bomb, so that's what I'm using. Is that here? And that is 4K. That is bonkers power of this build, is that. And it is a greener, and it is another bow piece. So yeah, no, that is very solid. There's a 4-minute 30-second. Oh my god, people that keep doing this spell here. So my conclusion is yes, that works out really, really well. All right, so next one up is going to be for a Telos. All right, 4K Telos, this is another boss where like I'm absolute dog water in the main game, so the fact that I can get any kills is going to be good. So, but we're going to go ahead and head in and see how everything goes. And that is the first phase done. I expect that's going to be a trend here at Telos. Bam. 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 Alright, and this is where Revenge, Reflect, all those benefits that we have from Blessings is going to be pretty useful here. Oh. Got it still. Okay. I'm going to use Revenge, Reflect. I'll need to charge this actually. Phase again. Rinse and repeat. Do this. Over here. Wait. When he gets to about 90%, you wait like a game tick. Or a few game ticks. I'm just waiting here. Waiting here. See that? Target him. Auto attack. And then I'm going to Zerk here. Auto. And that is 4K Telos done. Just like that. Very easy. Going to go ahead, claim loot, because I don't care. But yeah, that's how easy 4K Telos is with this build. Very easy. Alright, next one up is going to be Solo Solak. I know a lot of people won't have this boss, but it is a very fun solo boss fight. And it's a good one to showcase how strong a build is, in my opinion, because there's a DPS check, and it's also one that scales pretty late, so I think there's some... When I say it's a fight that lasts a little bit longer than others. So I'm not great at Solak, so this is typically a learning experience for me. So go ahead and get started, and just like that, we already phased it. So this part has a little bit of AoE or areas where you could maybe do AoE. Go through, do that. Done. Wow, this is going way faster than I think I've ever had a solo go. I roughly know what to do here, but I'm definitely not great at it. I think there's a way to get less light stacks before you go up here. I think I'm gonna do this over here. Go back. I think I can... Yep, okay. That's how you're supposed to do that. I think I might have enough to just do it now without going back up. Okay, that's all done. I kill everything over here. Don't think I need to go up here. I'm gonna clear my light stacks. Okay, I gotta try not to get hit by these because there's a combat achievement for it and I have yet to do that. Okay, I'm gonna go up. Payload here. Use barricade here because I really don't want to get hit by anything. Barricade's still going, it is. Going here, oh, that's not where I want to be. Oh, then I just one-shot it. So, yeah, that's pretty solid, pretty easy. I have no idea what I'm doing at this boss either. Like, I roughly know what to do, I've done some kills in the main game, but it's definitely a boss I've soloed like twice in my life. But I do want to send another go, just see how it goes. Oh my god, did I just get the mushroom? I just got the pet. I don't think that's boosted either. That's crazy, actually. Let me find Select. I'll show you my KC. Select, Grove Collection. Yeah, yeah. As I've got like no kills. So that's kind of funny. But yeah, I'll go for a second kill. Alright, Solak, attempt number 2. Bam. I'm not attacking when I should be. Both of them. Just damage here. 1000 to activate this. Something like this. Okay, it's cleansed. I go up over here. There's not even a Blight Storm, so I really didn't need to even go up. So I want to turn up the music in this area. I'm gonna get cleansed over here. We're going to the last part. Oh shit. No, I got hit right at the last minute. Man, that sucks. Such an annoying achievement for me. I think I can go up now. Here.
I'm sorry. You failed us at door.
And that's done. So that was a 3-minute, 12-second kill. Pretty easy. Very straightforward. To finish up the Reaper, I'm actually just going to do one more free loot. And I do want to see if I can get the Blighted. It's kind of kind of took me off that I didn't get it last kill, but it's fine. So I'm going to try and do it one more time. Man, that damage is nuts, though. I hate how the targeting is for target cycle there. Okay, then we're going to blow this up. Okay, some shit. Didn't get it. Fine. Gonna make sure I get it this time. No risk here. Not need to go up again. Oh, Zerking here does nothing so far. Rip. Okay, now I can do damage. Drag him over here. Is that charging? It is. Okay. I just skipped the whole other phase where I could get hit by the blight. That's what I'm saying. Go up here, hit him. Oh, this might be the perfect one.
This is our last chance. I'm sorry. You failed us at door.
And I got the perfect select kill. Okay, that's why I was after. That's huge. But yeah, no, this is very, very free at Solak. Alright, so what about 4K Arch Glacier? Let's see how well this build handles versus this. A little bit focused. I'm not an Arch Glacier person, so very much learning this. I mean, I've done it before, but like, I'm not perfect by any means. Definitely one of those bosses where you're not one-shotting it. Holy damage, though. Getting ruined by everything. Okay, well that was 4K. And I got a scripture of when. I'm gonna just go ahead and claim that. Put that in the chest, but that was 1 minute and 11 seconds for a 4K Archglacier kill, which is pretty insane, actually. Alright, so I'm gonna try that again. This time I want to use magic instead, just because I'm curious. No other reason than I am just curious how well it does. I do not have sunshine. I don't have anything else. This is gonna be like very straightforward. All my times are wrong too. So I'm gonna like almost full auto this one. See how it goes. Oh, I just was not paying attention there. Okay, I gotta send that back again. You can still die. So if you mess up something, you're still just gonna die. Alright, let me send that again. Use actual magic setup as well. Overloaded. Definitely a lot slower than my melee kills, but I'm also a lot worse with the style. I don't have sunshine, so I don't know how I didn't die there. I'm gonna get a bunch of revenge stacks here. 120 mage. I mean, that was a 221 with this setup, so which is not my best by any means, but I mean it works. All right, so next one up is going to be hard mode Nakatra. This one I do have a little bit more experience on, but it should be still a good test nonetheless. So it seems pretty straightforward of like bam. Okay, now what do I bam next? Get that up. I muted it. Gonna do talk through this. It's just hopping around. Get some revenge stacks maybe over here. Bop. Yeah. So you just one-shot it. Bank all that. Carry on. Next one. Next. Rezerk. Go over here. And just bop it again. And yeah, that's that boss. Super simple. Nothing crazy about that one either. I'm just gonna go next and I gotta look at the loot. I'll look at the loot at the end. Now, if I can get Perfect Sanctum, that'd be good because I still don't have that yet. Oh, I was also using the wrong prayers that whole time for that. So yeah, that's pretty nuts. Alright, so I'm gonna start this off with a revenge, reflect, and then I'm gonna wait 2 seconds.
I'm afraid this is where your story ends. The sanctum is mine. Feel the power beneath. The sanctum will protect me.
Okay, so now it's doing dogs. Try and get a pre-phase in here. The dogs. So you can get a revenge off here. Try and get some extra stacks. That sideways pyramid. This one.
This isn't over.
And just like that, that is all the Sanctum achievements completed perfect and in our very, very, very quick time. So, yeah, Sanctum is pretty easy as well. And I also just hit 60,000 points from that as well. So, yeah, I'm curious if we got any loot from that. Let me go and check the chest. And I got another scripture, so yeah, so I think that's everything on the list. Okay, so first things first, we have to respec. Okay, so I am going to respec in this interface. So goodbye. You can't until you empty your nature's rune pouch. Okay, give me a second. Apparently I have to empty that out. Okay, attempt number 2, resetting. God dang it. No, my bot! Let me slap something in here if possible. Man, that's gonna be a huge pain, actually. Let me move a single item over so I know this. Alright, gotta empty the bot out too. Okay, attempt number 3. Can I reset it? It is now reset, and the build I am going to be going is big boned. Let me double check, make sure I don't make any mistakes. Let me put this on another monitor real quick. So it's going to be big boned into Abyssal Cinders, and this is mainly for the on hit effect because that's kind of what we're going for. Bark Scales, the reason why I'm not going that, even though it's kind of down the theme, is it relies on being hit. And most of these bosses, I feel like it's not going to be that good, so we're going to go with that. Ark, if I'm not replying to you, it's because I'm trying to keep the recording going. Nothing personal. Third, we have Steadfast Will, which leads us to Splash Zone. And then for the next bit, it's just purely all green. So True Equilibrium into Tearing Thorns, into the big one, which is going to be Envenomed, into having the good old robot back. A few other callouts that I also have is I do have the Totem My Vitality, so you're gonna see my health maybe a little bit higher than yours if you don't have that. And I will also be having 126 Herblore, and I also do have Vitality Potions. So theoretically, possible for me to get up to 67,000 health. What the hell? Oh my god. Okay, so also with this build, I don't think I care about any critical strikes, so I am going to send just getting Equilibrium 3 and using that in my bot, because I think we just truly care about that base ability damage, but we'll see how this goes. I can always take that out if that doesn't work out. Okay, so I have everything set up the way I believe I will use during this video or during this testing. So I do want to highlight I do have Cinderbanes. I do have Bic Arrows. I will be using Chrom Instant Sticks as well. These last for an hour with my current setup because I went superheated. I do have some Weapon Poison plus pluses, Ripper Demons, and I will be using Vampire as well. I'm not entirely sure if I'll need it. This build, I don't imagine will be as tanky as my last setup, and I am very much just learning how this is going to work. But I'm going to spend some time at Hellware, kind of see how this tracks in comparison to the other kills. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so I'm starting some kills. I've already done some. We're down to like 15 seconds right now, and I do not have any rotation of the sorts so far. That is a crest. I'm just popping drops left, right, and center. So I'm going to rebank real quick and clear out my inventory a little bit. All right, I kind of want to see if I can do a one-shot as well, just to see if I can. So we're going to do that the kill after this. Also, I am not using my AOF the way I should be. Use these two. So that was a 12 second. Stain, I mean, I have a lot of health, but it's definitely not as tanky. Definitely a lot harder to live. I'll switch to protect melee here in a second. Oh, damn, that was a 10 second. 10 second. I want to... Just a few more. I don't quite understand if I'm doing enough or not. So kind of just figuring out. Like, night, or like, not too bad at kills. So 10 seconds seem to be about my fastest to 20 seconds. And I'm just curious what it was with the other ones. Yeah, I was just one-shotting it with the other build, so definitely noticeable. Hard mode, this guy. Hard mode Greg. This one I'm actually curious about. I think there's a way to skip it with it. Alright, so I want to level up this orb so I can disassemble it. So we're going to try some ED4 and just see how well this goes. I don't expect it to be better than the one-shot build, but I don't know. I'm generally just curious on how it works with my setup. So we're gonna try this out. It helps to have a spell selected. We're gonna get everything lowered like we did for everything else. Get my basic attack all set up. Everything just die? I didn't even see what happened. I was too busy looking at my build order. So far, wait, this is actually already keeping really good pace. So that's interesting. What? Okay, so that looks better than what I thought already. So I switched to mage, and I already have a 10 second and a 13 second by literally doing nothing. So this is already feeling better. So we're gonna play around with this a little bit. That's a 21 second. Yeah, I think from the wand resets, definitely hurts. This definitely does damage. Yeah, this seems pretty good with wand resets. Like, very good. And just, oh, that only gives one. Oh, damn. Okay, so getting 10 is definitely gonna take a little bit. I'm gonna see if poison or cinderbanes actually matter, because that did not look like they mattered whatsoever. Oh my god. That was disgusting. Oh, it's not done yet. Yeah, that looks a little bit good. Okay, so sending some hard mode Hellware with magic now. The same bleed setup, just to get a feel for it. And so far it seems really solid. Last goal is a 7-second one. That is another orb. Disassemble that. Okay, let's go again. See how this works. Hard to tell what's even doing the damage sometimes. It definitely requires food for this. Definitely doesn't feel as tanky. Oh my god, that's a 9-second one. I can't even tell you what's making it go so fast when it does go fast. It's just combustion resets? I think it might just be combustion reset. Yeah, this feels pretty fine. $11-second. See, right now I feel it lives or dies by combustion. What if I do combustion? Yeah, it lives or dies by combustion. If you get combustion resets, you're set. I'm gonna bank this. So I'm trying to think how, if I was going to tribrid with this, what would that look like? Where you do a bleed or DOT on multiple styles. But let's try another Hellware. I want to get the 25 KC task and maybe a wand. Right now this feels strong, not as good as the one-shot build, right? Because you don't have to deal with any mechanics to do just one-shot, but this definitely doesn't feel bad. Like that was a 9-second kill. 12-second kill. Reset, reset. Nope, nope. Yeah, like if you get resets, this is really, really strong. I'd argue this is less consistent than what I felt with the one-shot build. Because you have to get resets and then it pops off. That's how magic plays anyways. That's not, I mean, that's another 10-second kill. I think there's a world where you do bleeds only. Another orb, I just want the wand, man. Done 44 hard, okay, so I don't actually need to do hard mode anymore. Here's the wand, okay. Okay, how does it feel without the wand resets, right? Because that's what I'm getting right now, is I'm getting random resets. Man, I don't even have the offhand, so it's both gonna be stronger than I think. So I'm gonna try creating another augmenter, and then I need to level up some wands and whatnot. So I can get some components for Sunshine. I don't think this build's gonna use Sunshine at all though. But I do want to get it done over with. So got 2 right now. So that's what I'm gonna spend some time on doing real quick. Okay, so I do need to level up the one in Orb so I can get the components for it. But we did switch to hard mode Greg. Let me actually teleport because I am on the wrong spell, but because I want to see if I can get past the mechanic for it, because right now when you do hard mode, you're turned into him and he can't be damaged. But I read in the wiki that he's specifically immune to poison, and I think it's because if he isn't, you might be able to just skip that part. So that is really what I'm curious about. So we're gonna try that. We're gonna see if we can do some funky things. Okay, let's see if it still works that way. No, it doesn't get past it. Does not look like it worked. So I am slapping these guys. Oh, you can poison them though. Because you can see it damage him, but it's not actually damaging him. So that's my PB, so that beat my one-shot build. It does a really good job on this part, which is not actually where I thought it'd be good at. Yeah, these are really fast kills. Yeah, this seems really, really solid for this. A little better than the one-shot, but it's not getting through the little mimic or the part that you turn into him, which is what I was hoping would get skipped, but it messes these guys up. I'm actually curious, so I'm gonna Vitality Pot, get a bunch of health. Oh my god. Okay, the Vitality Pot is just actually nuts. You know what I kind of want to try? I kind of want to try Kiln with the Constitution Crystal and Vitality Pot. I'm definitely trying that actually. Yeah, editing Daniel here. I did not get to test that, and I'm so sad because it sounds like such a fun idea. Theoretically, I could get to like 114,000 health. So before it leagues in, I'm definitely gonna play with that because that sounds fun as hell. But yeah, I'm like super sad about that. Let me finish this task up real quick because that sounds nuts. All right, let's teleport out. My opinion on that is that went really, really well actually. All right, so we are going to run more ED4. I think I have a slightly better knowledge base now this time around, so we're gonna do some times. And I'm gonna do this for a little bit because I'm also trying to level up my gear because I want the components, but yep, let's just go and see how this goes. I'm not using Blood Barrage either, so that is a slight issue. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go here, do that, see how that goes. That seems to be doing wonders actually. Yeah, that seems pretty good, seems solid. Not too bad. I might actually switch to normal prayers as well, or first prayers, because I'm not using a shield. So I think I'd rather have a setup like this, where I can use Turmoil, Soul Split, or Protection Prayers, either or. We should be fine. But I think that'll be a lot better. I could even use this, increases defense by 15%, increases damage reduction by 3%, increases accuracy and defense by 10%, and life points by 10 per constitution level. So that's 9. What's my max health then with that? And then with this, the heal. Yeah, man, I could get some crazy HP I think going on here. But for right now, let's just do this. Let's just do some farming. I am going to spread that over here. I think I'm just straight up leave at that point. I'm not using weapon poison either. A few runs of this. What's this seeming very solid so far? Weapon poison. I don't have a whole lot, so I can't go as crazy as I'd like. And another 54 seconds. Serb. I think this start is the part that I'm most unsure if I'm doing correctly. This part feels pretty easy. I'm like fairly confident it's just clearing and then doing good old corruption blast with someone. Issue is they really have to be grouped or it's just not gonna work. Something like that. That was a slow run. Okay, I'm gonna try that again. I'm trying to think what I can change. Not really a whole lot at this point. I don't really think it's the best XP either. It's really just that very, very start where it just feels kind of meh. Alright, we're gonna go again. We're gonna do that. Then we're gonna use preparation. That. Expecting all those to just die. That was quick. Yeah, that wasn't bad at all. I think I have the strategy down. It's doing the preparation reset early. Okay, how about if we're just clearing them? Yeah, so it's gonna be without Serb and not even max setup. Nope. Yeah, they're a little bit harder to group. 37 seconds. Alright, I can do better than that though. And do this. Go over here, get aggro here, and do that. I did not get a time for that. That looked fast though. Try that one again. Oh, that's all dead already. That's 27 seconds for that. 27 seconds without. So honestly, that looks really, really good. Not bad at all. The con of poison is you don't get the XP for it. But yeah, that looks a lot easier for AoE stuff. Send this. I have no idea what a good rotation is going to look like for this yet. So, oh, well, they're already dead. So that worked out well. All right, so I'm going to try hard mode twins to also see. I'm not using my best. I'm trying to level up, and twins are just kind of nuts XP. So I wanted to see how it looks. And yeah, it looks pretty good. Definitely not one-shotty, but pretty good nonetheless. Oh my god. The working rather well. I am now fighting multiple at the same time. It's definitely not the easiest to live with, but it's also not terrible. Gee, the 60Ks are crazy actually. Okay, I'm gonna switch to Ancients again. Yeah, this seems to work pretty well here. I do not have any adrenaline though, holy moly. Another crest. It's so hard to tell how good this is because it's slightly inconsistent. Maybe it's just how I'm using it, but I'm gonna use Melody Pot. Like when it pops, it pops. I'm using that ability so wrong. But like right now, like the basic damage right now just feels really bad. Trying to get them to stay grouped. This is also an annoying boss fight. Kind of just getting thrown around. Just need a consistent build. Nah, I don't know how I feel about this. It doesn't seem consistent enough. I thought it'd be like the most consistent. Off that. I'm really close to leveling up the gear to level 9, so we're gonna do one more. Actually, how many kills am I off? 25. So I got the 25 I needed. I think what else I could try with this. Oh, Rex Matriarchs may not be terrible. Let's try that. Trying things a little bit out of ordinary just while you level and try and get experience with it. They generally just don't know with this what's good and what's bad. Like I would expect it to proc there, and it does it like really late. Still going. I would just expect it to do it way earlier. Here's if I can kill other things with it though. Like, can I? Oh, I can. Okay, so that's like really nuts. Okay, so that's a pretty big pro. Is you can attack whatever thing you want. It's gonna do good damage regardless. I don't think it's quite strong enough to take on all of these at the same time. Yeah, I'm moving around because I need to level up my gear. So I'm just trying random things before I just do fully maxed out gear. But I want to level up all my Cyware related component things that I'm going to disassemble here for components. But just trying to see what it can do, the poison, before I go all maxed out. So far, magic seems to be the best. It's like, it feels way better than range. Because you can get the bleed resets, but I gotta play with it a bit more. I was expecting range to just stomp with it, but that doesn't seem to be the case. And things aren't living long enough to really benefit from the Bic arrows. Even check a little over here, I don't really care, but now I'm curious. Alright, so that's that Reaper task done. All of this can just be disassembled. 2.1 bill XP an hour, lol. But that should give me enough. Yeah, 22. Okay, now that I've played with the poison build a little bit, I'm actually just going to go ahead and start the testing. So we're going to start with Raziel, the first one that we did last time as well. This is going to be using Necromancy. I'm trying to find it. There we go. Going to be using Necromancy as a primary style, but with also just using defensives and whatnot as we go through. So we'll see how well the poison build does with this, and yeah. I might have to switch off Ancients here as well, or Curses, but we're gonna see. Dang it, Tick. Already feels slow. Might be a style that I try using magic with. Do not have correct prayers on. Alright, I'm just gonna die with that. Wait a second. Alright, I've got to change some things about that for sure. Let's switch spellbook. And then I'm gonna use a wand this time. Roar of Awakening. See if this is a night and day difference or not. Because that did not seem great. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but let's give it another go. I don't think I should be able to hit him, but I'm curious if it triggers the bleed. It does. Okay, that's why it's really good. Alright, I can still do bloat, and I can go back. And then off style, I think we switch back. Oh, I had wrong prayer on. I can fix that. Give me a second. I was like, why am I dying here? Okay, so far, does look like using another style to apply the bleeds is probably going to be better than using necromancy. Just doesn't have enough POT. No one has is bloat. After bloat's kind of dead in the water. So I'm gonna try this. Actually, let's do magic. No, this should be fine. I'm gonna apply bloat and then just full on through. We can also use revenge. Definitely looks possible. Oh my god. And then that happens, then everything doesn't matter anymore. Another Omni Guard. So we do that. Definitely missing a lot of the sustain options. Oh my god, and then stuff like that happens, and that looks good again. Oh, that was the wrong one. Let's pass. What times are we averaging? 45 seconds there, 50 seconds. I really don't know how to feel about this yet. But like when it procs for big damage. Like when you get resets, holy moly do you get resets. But when you don't get resets, it feels kind of dull. I mean, the poison does whole, like when it does that, it's disgusting, but I don't know what's triggering it. I think it's the essence. Yeah, so my conclusion is it's solid. It's just not crazy right now. And maybe I'd have to go into actual necromancy for it to be useful. But with like this setup, it feels kind of meh. But I mean, it's still averaging 40 to 50-second kills, which is definitely not bad by any means. So I think on that side, we take it. Okay, round 2 with Raziel. I'm going to try a different setup where I'm actually using the Conjures, because Conjures also should count for damage over time. I'm not entirely sure, but that's my assumption. So we're going to try that. The only con of that now is we don't have shields, so we're going to see how this goes. Sometimes my auto attacks are just stopping. Oh, I need bloat. Randomly get the completed set for medium diary. Now, so far, this is feeling really bad. It's kind of shield or bust, what it feels like. Like, just compare that to this. Yeah, like, it's such a huge difference. I mean, yeah, I think it's a pretty big difference. The resets are crazy. That is a 28-second kill with the bleed build. I'm gonna use Vitality Pot and see if I can get some. Oh, that's 100k bleed damage. Damn. I don't know, man. This looks kind of gnarly. Oh my gosh. When you get those resets, it's crazy. The 22-second. Okay, this is actually nuts. Reset. A first pair of gloves. Here, that's feet reps actually. But when you get resets, holy crap, yeah. Okay, my conclusion is, yeah, it can be really nuts with resets. Okay, I am going to send Archglacior at 4K. I am bringing back out the range setup, and we're just gonna see how this goes at 4K. And this is where I'm expecting it to pop off, but we will see. This doesn't feel like range has the DOTs to make this work. Poison's still ticking. Okay, right now I'm getting the feeling this is not the setup. I mean, when it does hit, it hits hard, but it doesn't have enough damage over time as it feels like. Ooh, that's 190k damage. Those are 242.6. So I'm not sold on this for range, except if I'm missing something. But this doesn't feel too hot. That's a damage over time, not a damage over time. Also not a damage over time. Also not a damage over time. So I'm not crazy sold on this yet, but we will give it another go. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get Greater Sunshine unlocked and Greater the Swiftness. Lock it. And that is World Wakes quest that's auto-completed with it too. But I'm gonna send it again, I think, because I am learning these and there could be just performance issues in general with it, so I'm gonna try again. Alright, let's go again. We're gonna send another 4K, and then I'll do one with Mage after as well. What I did. Wasn't too bad for AoE. I don't know if that's where I should have done it, but we're gonna find out. It just doesn't have the pop that Mage has. I mean, it has those huge bleeds, but holy. I was slower than last time even. Alright, now we're gonna try Mage. Alright, we're gonna switch to Mage gear. I'm expecting this to go a lot better. Oh, there's an upgrade I want to get. Let's go get something real quick. Or I think it could be an upgrade. Wrist wraps, so I'm gonna get care pack, wrist wraps, and Lang. I believe I can upgrade this. What do I need? Ugh, I don't know about that. What do those do? Powered by a dragon breath. I don't know if I care about that enough actually, because that is a very, very important resource right now until I get to tier 95. So I don't think I'd do that. Yeah, yeah, I don't think that's actually. I mean, I could play it or Cinder Beans. I could try it for a single kill just to see what it does, but never mind. I knew it had some. Let's get the base kill down, and then go from there. Because there might be a world where I try it. Alright, overloads. Yeah. Oh, this feels so much nicer, actually. Okay, so that was a 243 with magic. Yeah, I don't know what it is. The poison build just doesn't seem to be great against these bosses. Where I was expecting them to be good at, they just weren't good at. So that is very interesting, actually. Alright, I am going to send that again. Because it just felt so underwhelming. I want to make sure it's not a goof on something. Like, I'm gonna make sure I have poison going, but I'm gonna run the exact same thing. And I don't know, I didn't see any crazy buildups. So, oh, I also want to switch spellbook slightly. Let me see. All right, now I am using Blood Barrage. In theory, I could probably also use Insight Fear. Let me get some souls. But yeah, we're just gonna send this again. I believe Mage should have more in it, but we'll see. I'm gonna weapon poison, instant stick, overload, do the works. Can't even tell if this one feels better or not. I don't know if it's because I have to target or switch targets often or something, but something still isn't feeling great. If I can get revenge stacks going, everything just died. Go with the skin. That's just not proccing the bleeds that much. Oh, there we go. Alright, that was a 151. So, I mean, it is getting better, but it's not, still not crazy. So, yeah, that's where I stand on that. I don't think it's too crazy. All right, next up is Beastmaster. I'm just gonna send this once with Mage and get a feel for it. I was gonna do range, but range is just feeling really bad everywhere right now, even with max gear. I don't know if it's because of the whole not having a shield thing or what, but it does not feel great right now. So I'm just gonna send this and hope for the best. This is where I'm expecting to either do a lot of damage or do no damage. I mean, it does stuff. It's definitely not a one-shot, but it does do stuff. So far, like, single target damage isn't great. AoE damage is fantastic. Alright, how well Mr. Beastmaster does. Up, up, up. Damn. So when you do that, I mean, kind of pops off. Another helm, so. But yeah, works. It's nothing too crazy. Okay, so 4K Zami with the setup. I will try both range and mage here, but I'm not expecting much from either of these. I could see me failing kills, but we will see. I'm just not nearly as experienced with mage and how to get the skips without lots of adjustments. We'll see though. Could be easy, could not be, don't know. That's why we're testing. Benefits of this though is I actually get to sit on these with no issues. Oh, I'm already gonna tell you this is not gonna go well. Oh shit, I got the skip. Oh, I was not expecting to actually get that. Definitely just feels... as soon as I talk shit about it. I want to sit down here till definitely doesn't feel as safe. Oh, okay. Well, that's first skill failed. I just got hit by a really late attack. I just can't get the skip down. Like, the damage is not consistent enough to get the skip with how I'm doing it. Like, if I was doing crit build, I think I'd be fine here. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work out well at all. Give it a go, but like, so if I fail this again, I'm just gonna say I can't do it and move on. Because the goal of the test is to see if I can do it easily or not. If I can't do it easily, then it's probably not fantastic at this spot. I'm gonna play like a little bitch here. I'm gonna prep a lot. Bomb. Get all the adrenaline I can. Okay, so maybe I over prep that one. Maybe I don't need. I don't think this works on. I don't think Sunshine even does increase damage with DOTs now. I don't know. It might now. It previously didn't. Done. I do not have any way to deal with this. No, that's a no-go, man. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a lot harder. It's a lot harder to get the skips. It's definitely possible, but I can't do it. It's really hard to get the damage skips, let alone on like P7. That'd be really hard as well. So, I'm not gonna. I'll try range. I'll try one range kill. Okay, going to reattempt everything, but this time with range, and just hopefully it goes better than Magic did. Magic, I could see it there, it's so close, it's just sometimes you just don't get the poison proc that one-shots it, and sometimes you do. So it's so hard for consistency. Or at least with the range, I'm gonna have Dark Bow, have all the works. Alright, well, so far so good. I'm worried about Adrenaline a little bit right here, but well, try and do the same setup I had last time. Going to do Deadshot, do. I feel like I'm missing abilities for range, but I guess I haven't done it a whole lot since he reworked it. Oh, misclick. Oh, beautiful. Oh, max Q, that's not good. Yeah, it's just not, it's not as good as melee. Like, it's way less consistent, or I'm just terrible at it. Either way, I'd say I'm slightly above the average person using range. So my hot take is, yeah, this just is not the build for doing 4K Zami. All right, next up is Telos, and just for expectations going into this, I am not expecting this to go well either. Oh, because I have the Totem of Vitality, the bonfire doesn't do anything. Interesting, I didn't know it worked like that. So, but we're gonna try it anyways. We're gonna send a 4K, and we're just gonna see how it goes. Again, I'm not expecting this to be anything crazy good. If I can just get a kill, I'll be happy. Let me actually switch the correct prayers. But even that might be kinda doubtful. We're gonna do this. I mean, got it. Not looking great. This is really not looking great. Okay, that went well. That's what I want every single time. Okay, got that phased almost instantly, actually. Clear that out really easily. Gonna spam this. Okay, looking possible. Looking possible. Looking possible. Oh, okay. And a dormant sword. Okay. I mean, it did it. It was a good time. It was a 240.8. That's very solid. Now, I think we're gonna send one with range, at least one time. All right, we're gonna send it with range. One thing I am missing with range too is I don't have a SGS, which I think would probably make this a lot better, but we'll see. I think the biggest issue is it just lacks a lot of DOTs. The things that should count as DOTs don't appear to count as DOTs, so. All right, so we have this. You wanna pot up? It's just gonna can't bring a death. I am going to do that. Okay, so far so good. So far so good. I'm gonna use Deadshot here. Oh my god. That did some damage. Okay, this is the part I'm a little bit more worried with range. Okay. Oh, that's not good. See, this becomes a cinch with the setup at least. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, it's super easy. Yeah, I just don't have the damage there, though. Okay, so that didn't go as planned. It just lacked the burst there. I'm gonna send that one again, because I feel like that's just me being bad. It still feels really close to not getting it. I don't know how I phased it there. Feels really good there. Way better. Okay. So yeah, it works. They'll just do deeps and hope for the best. But you can do it. I can do it. So it works fine. Alright, next one up is I'm just gonna go straight into hard mode Nakatra and just see how this goes. I probably won't do range and mage, but my assumption is if I can get it with range, then I can probably get it with mage. So, okay. Range is looking very good. Damn, okay. So far, so good. Wasn't a bad time either. Oh, that was a huge poison hit. Okay. Well, that was a not so clean one. Again, I have range is my least used style, so this is like me completely learning actually. So there's gonna be people that are gonna watch this and be like, well, I could do so much better, and I bet you could. I hope you can. This is not what I mean by any means. Shit. Honestly, this is going already way better than what I thought. Having the burst that I wanted to do from this. A little bit worried going up top after this. That was really easy. That donkey monkey. Oh, still one down. So, oh, and I get an Ode of Deceit. Nice. Okay, so that's definitely possible. I am gonna try it with mage, just because now I'm curious. As a 148. All right, Nakatra time with mage. See how this goes. I'm expecting this to be better than range, but I don't know. When you get those resets, man, it is really noticeable. Really noticeable. Really good time. I did want to note that second boss was a little slow. Probably bad rotation. Okay. Oh, why is my webcam doing that? No. Alright, not super zoomed in now. Okay, we're gonna do this now. Well, that just blew up. 5.4, that's not bad at all, actually. That felt a lot cleaner than range did, I'll be honest. Oh my god. Yeah, that went exactly how I expected that to go. Human beetle, human beetle, human beetle.
Your death is inevitable. You cannot stop me. Prepare for death. Be obliterated.
Oof. Okay. It's a 152. Again, it feels just too RNG sometimes, so with the mage hits. When it pops off, but it feels like the most RNG thing out of everything, surprising enough. We're going to send Solak now. I have some expectations for this, but not in crazy. But it should still be easy enough. So we're gonna go ahead and go poisoned, get overloaded. That one-shot it. Oh. It did great. Oh my god. It did great there. When one thing died, all of them died. Holy. That here. That's it. That's fine. Should be okay with this. I do also get to poison this, so that's kind of nice actually. It's actually killed now, I think. I'm gonna back up this check. Yeah, it's killed. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bop. Come on, just one crop. Yeah, no, it's solid. 343.2. It's not bad. I'll do a range one after as well. Okay, range Solak solo. This is totally my first attempt. Haven't been trying this a few different times just to see. I just don't know what I'm messing up, but start. Can't get. Oh, there we go. It's 1.5 for the skip. Okay. Okay, so it was possible. 1.5 mil for the skip. Okay, that feels really good. I need a stack. Two. Okay, stack on him. Poison's doing damage. 2 down. I just go around shot. Okay, this poison's really adding up. My poison stacks, don't want to lose. Okay, I didn't lose them. I mean, it definitely works. I don't think anything beats melee right here though. It's still really close to the start, so still very solid. Definitely doable. Okay, so I did finish all of the tests, and overall my opinion is the following: that this is good. It's not bad. I just don't enjoy it because it's too inconsistent, and you have to play around bleed resets. But when you do it, it works really well. But I'm not a huge fan of playing around resets, and the both the Last Guardian side of it plus Bic arrows did to me kinda not feel great. It didn't feel as OP as I thought it would. But I mean, it's still very, very solid, but I don't think I'd ever take it over the one-shot build at this point for almost anything other than AoE. It is by far the best for clustering things and killing things in groups. So, all right. Blessings are reset again. This is going to be let me pull up the sheet real fast. This is gonna be the full corrupt build. That's gonna be Aegis into Abyssal Cinders, into Steadfast Will, to Secret Fervor, to I believe it's True Equilibrium because it's always True Equilibrium, into Unholy Ritual, into Perfidious into Chaotic and that is everything unlocked. I do have a few to-dos. I have to perk my gear and then set up some presets that takes advantage of this Chaotic Insight. So having 2 additional pieces towards its set effect. Where I initially imagine this like instantaneously being applied is if I load up my preset is I should be able to do this, and this should count for a 2-set bonus. Doesn't appear to be saying it. And this should now I have 5 for this as well already. So crazy. Is it 2 additional? So is it 1 plus? Let me check something as well. So Tuska, I have Tuska gloves. Yeah. So this is probably what I'm going to be running for mage, like this exact setup. I am also going to commit a slight sin here, and this FSOA is going into my EOF. So that is the prep I have for it, and then I need to re-augment my gear a little bit. Alright, now that we are respect into crit, I'm going to just start off with instantly going into Raziel. I'm not too concerned about learning this because it should be a pretty similar rotation right now. So we'll just go and do that. It's still going to be shield, still going to be just doing damage. Oh, I picked the wrong boss. Whoops. I wanted Raziel, not Rax. The music goes hard though. But let's see how this goes. First to crit mobile, which kind of sucks, but I'm not entirely sure if the full mage setup is actually best here, but it is working. And I am definitely critting. It's definitely working. Healing a crap load. Immune to a lot of damage. Might be able to actually use full gear and be fine. Minute kills though. All misses. Okay, I mean it's doable. This is definitely the slowest Raziel I've had. I think it's because you can't just get away with having full tank. Definitely hitting though. Like the heals are kind of nuts as well. Yeah, I want to see if I can get some upgrades because it looks like using necromancy here actually matters a lot more. I think invoke death would be really good here. Let's see if I can unlock that. Death. And then Lord of Bones wouldn't be bad either, but that requires not using a shield, so can't use that. First Necro, let's do this, and then let's do Gold Tuska. Okay, between those two it should help. Armor wouldn't be bad either, but I think we just switch with these two. Here, switch those 2 things. Tuska, I have the helmet. Let's do the helmet. Let's do some setup like this. I think I should be okay. A lot more accuracy. Okay. I mean, 55 seconds. Definitely doesn't feel the best for camping Raziel, but it doesn't feel terrible either. I feel like you need more of the armor. It's way more punishing for not having a full set right now. And I can't kill with any other style really, but we'll do another task and see if I feel different. Right now this feels like not the play for Raziel anyways. Maybe if I had like the full outfit it wouldn't feel so bad because my accuracy is very, very low right now. The healing on this is actually insane though, just because you're critting constantly. There's a crown. Huge. Yeah, I don't think the gear is gonna do much for me because I'm not doing conjures. I don't think I will do conjures. I mean, I could try. Maybe that's the play. Let's try conjures. Let me go attempt a kill with all the good stuff, and we'll see how that goes. So if I do that, I'm gonna lose my Tuska bonus. Just assume everything's working the way it should. I mean, I could do this because it's not poisonable. Feeling this is going to be a lot harder to live through, but there's only really one way to find out. Okay, I'm trying this again with necromancy. I switched up the gear a little bit. I'm still not going to have good accuracy at all, but at least this way I can get a better vibe on if it is a accuracy issue or not. So we're going to do that. I do invoke death, if this matters. I imagine this. Oh, I feel like there's already a difference, but well, maybe there's not that big a difference. But I'm still not hitting shit. I think I just need the full set for it to even be remotely good, because this is not it right now. Yeah, this barely feels like, other than the healings, this doesn't even feel better than main game. So I do not think shield is what makes or breaks this. If anything, I think it's the other way around. Okay, shield's back on. We're just gonna see how long or how well this goes. I think revenge is just too good. Try a spectral maybe, but you still can't cast things with it. Sorry, I'll get to chat in a second. Any noticeable difference with it, and it feels the worst so far. So it's crit for this time. So Raziel's the first boss I've been doing for all the tests. So I imagine this actually being the worst test during crit, and I imagine once I get into mage and whatnot, it'll really pop off. But because I'm not using range or I'm not using mage or anything with inherently just good things with crit, this one's a lot rougher. If you do exclamation mark builds, I already kind of missed my bot. I had to put perks on actual gear now. I am kind of excited to test mage though in a few areas. Head out. Yeah, so necromancy with this doesn't feel great, which I kind of expected. I think necromancy's best build still Lord of Sword of Liar, Lord of Cerdomin or whatever it's called. So this doesn't feel great. So it's definitely something I'd respec into later. Oh my god! I killed myself. Oh boy. Oh my. Oh my god, that's great. Oh. I wasn't recording that whole time. I have to go back though. I was not recording that whole time. Okay, boys. I will show you what I was doing. Probably the most fun I've had, period. Alright, we're gonna do Twin Furies. Go in here. Join last instance. Go over here. I'm gonna pop that. Roll over now, please. Okay, and now we're gonna have fun. And they're dead. And I'm gonna die. Yeah, the reflect damage. Nah. So much fun though. Look at everything going on. Oh my god, this is so much fun actually. Oh no. There's so many alive still. Alright, fix, go. This is crazy. So yeah, it is very good at Godward's Dungeon 2 so far, it appears. This is crazy fun. Oh, I'm attacking the wrong one. Ah! I died. I think I hit myself for 17k. That hurts. But that was actually so much fun. Yeah, so I can alright, so I'm gonna try Vindicta. See how this goes. Can I auto attack? There we go. That's terrible too, but holy shit, it just rolled over. This is disgusting. I feel like I'm gonna break the game. This is so disgusting. Oh, I was trying to... What the fuck is going on? This is... And then I'm just gonna repeat it? Dude, when it pops, it's so gross. Dude, this is gonna be so much fun, actually. Okay, do I have FSOA spec going still? I do, okay. I am not following any rotation at all. I'm just fucking sending it. Bye bye, dragon. That is so much fun. Yeah, this is definitely the build I'm fine with like concluding on. Like that is gross. I'm just hitting PBs. Hard mode in 18 seconds is kind of gross. 18. If I had a target dummy in here too, it could be even better. It's disgusting. Okay, well, I think I have my conclusion on this. It's valid. It's just so good. It's just so good. All right, we just sent a Beastmaster, but I didn't hit record, so I am going to do it again. Wait a second. I'll tell you right now, it was rather fun. I think there's more I can juice though for sure. Yeah, I think it's very similar power to. I think it's probably better for consistency for sure. This is like, to me, this has been like the most consistent way to do damage. The whole everything I've tried. The only thing that's lacking is like AoE compared to like the poison build. Poison build was by far the best for AoE, but kind of sucked everywhere else. I also feel like with melee, I'd want to have another FSO or another DOF. The middle. Thing's just dying too fast though. I can't keep behind that. Can't change in combat. Like everything's just dying too fast. Oh shit. This bad boy over here. Do this. I don't have more spec. I'm out. I mean, I have too much adrenaline. Okay, that's faster than my solo with light. That is really fun. Alright, next thing up is a 4K Zammy. Just gonna send it, see how it goes. This is, I think out of everything, this is gonna be the easiest of all the styles. Oh, I need to use Bash, I think, still. Yeah, I'm not even using Bash. That'd be slightly good. How I grief this. I did not ready that at all. I definitely have the damage for it, I'm gonna teleport away, because I think I just have to do a slightly better rotation on that. I was trying to get my FSOA spec going, and it just didn't have it. But like, I had no doubts after, like, no matter what I'd get it. The damage is kind of insane. Yeah, it's like not even close actually when I get an actual rotation going. You got range shit off. Right, I'm gonna try this without. Nah, I'll be able to have sunshine. No reason not to. Oh yeah, this feels so nice actually. That damage is crazy. I mean, melee still feels like a little bit more consistent at the start because your bump is like instantaneous, but this is definitely more damage. I'm pretty sure I can just do that, and then this thing I'm kind of missing is more shit to blow my spec on. Here I do same shit. Oh, on cooldown I can't do that. Come on, go. That felt a little bit bad, but I killed it. Yeah, that feels perfectly fine. Yeah, I do indeed like this build, even at about the same as my Lord of Light. It just feels so much more enjoyable. That is fun as hell. Shit. Shit. I just overkilled it. Oh no. Okay, so it does have some cons. It can overkill, but man, is it fast. Oh damn. Gonna send 4K Telos. I'm a little bit weird, or a little bit worried about the timings for shit, but other than that, I think it should be okay. When I say timings for shit, like, oh, this is gonna be a freaking breeze. Definitely not as easy as using Sword of Lights, but it is better, it feels like. Or at least similar. What's this? Shit. Imagine I just Omni here and it's dead. Fuck me, man. Not having Ring of Death is kinda Alright, let me actually get Ring of Death out. It's trying to do max deeps, but I think it's just easy peasy. It did not one-shot though. That is unfortunate. Oh shit, melee'd me from way over there. That looked gross. And I'll have FSOA going and everything, so it's just going. I mean, I got it, and that's pretty fast, but I gotta go again. I gotta get one successful actual kill. Because I'm expecting it to do a lot more instant damage that's just not doing. Even range was one-shotting it. Oh, I got the loot still. A reprisal, I guess. We'll take it. All right, definitely recording this time. Going in for Archglacior at 4K with the crit build. It's fine. I totally haven't already done this a few different times. It's totally not super fun. Okay. Yeah, it's just constantly sub a minute kills at 1K. It is pretty great. I do want to try and get a sub 40 second if I can though. I know it's possible. That's why I want to do it. Just gotta get the right RNG specs, but I think I can get a super quick one. That is a 41-second kill. Definitely fast. Definitely possible to get faster. I'm gonna try one more attempt to get like a sub 30, sub 40. Let me reset all my abilities. Try and pay attention more to the damage that I'm doing.
It didn't like that.
Issue right now is do this.
Good strike.
This one is not gonna be that fast. So absolutely insane though. I hit the button but tapped it instead of hit it. I'm gonna get the one more kill though. I'm just hooked on this at this point. It's kind of fun. I think this is definitely gonna be the style I do Archglacior with.
Good strike.
Oh, there we go.
Good strike. It didn't like that. It draws power from the smaller ones. Focus your efforts on the smaller ones.
Now, focus on the Archglacior.
It didn't like that.
Nope, not gonna get sub 40, but it's definitely possible. This guy's here.
It didn't like that. Good strike.
Alright, I'm gonna send a single hard mode forecast as someone asked. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I do not have salves on right now, which is might bite me in the ass.
Of your measly dwelling. Dare to resist me, you abomination!
I mean, that's pretty gross. I mean, that was a 30-second, 36-second forecast hard mode. Yeah. Alright, I'm doing Solak this time as well, and I already tell you this is looking really good. I go up here, fine. But one more time. Might be a little awkward actually. Got it, okay. Definitely not my fastest start to that. Do something. Does it look like I could overkill him here? Upsy daisy. That is rather solid. I don't think that's my fastest time. I kind of griefed a little bit there. I'll probably do 2 kills. Yeah, let me go do another kill. Because I think I griefed the poison, or like the cleansing part a little bit. I think I can do better. And I don't think I need to go as hard on P1 or as much prep as I did. That's what I want to do, something like that. I don't know if I actually need to go up here or not, but I'm going to anyways. It's possible to skip this whole part, so this definitely isn't my fastest. 321 again. Exactly what I got last time as well. Now I got 316, so the last one was even faster. But I don't know, that shit's fun. I don't know what I did to my last skill set made it so much faster, or at least faster. But it feels very solid. I think it's just how much prep and you're overkilling, a lot of the damage just goes to nothing a little bit. So, but either way, really fun. All right, now the last boss is good old Nakatra, so we'll send some Nakatra as well. Be the last one we'll do. Oh, I have some loot nearby. I think all that. So, send it to Katra. I think this might be in a similar boat as Solak, where I'm going to be able to do too much damage and it's not going to matter. Isn't the worst problem to have. Yeah, I feel like it's going to be a similar boat. I feel like I can do a lot more though, like I can just go ham over here. Too bad Metamorphosis doesn't exist anymore, otherwise that would definitely be the play. Put this over here, will last me the next part. Feel a little bit slower than my melee kills. I think it's just because I'm doing more damage overall, but it's not to the main target at all points, so that's where it feels a little not great. Some adrenaline here. This one I imagine just completely dicking down. Okay, that felt quick towards the end. Holy shit. Holy shit. Hourglass pyramid, hourglass. Holy moly. That was really fast. And another shard, hell yeah. But that felt disgusting. That was a minute 21 first try. And this is going to be the ED4 test for farming DGXP and all that jazz, and see what times we can get for that. Let's go through, start that, the timer on. All right, overkilled that one a little bit. Surge. Okay, so far this feels very comparable. See how fast I can dick this. 46 seconds with Serb. See if I can do that again. 29 seconds. Serb. Not having mobility is actually the thing that feels the worst. I'm learning. Not having mobility from the bot. Do it. One more go. This is gonna be just clearing the first two. 30 seconds on the dot. I feel like that's very comparable, so that's not bad. Not having mobility in the bot is actually the biggest kind of thing that sucks, but I could just put it on another equipment and be fine. So okay, in conclusion, in my brain, this is really fun and really good. I don't think it's as flexible. Nah, it might be even more flexible than the one-shot build. The one-shot build is just so easy though. But this is fun. Like, the amount of hits you get is super satisfying. I think that's why I have it so far up. I think I just straight up enjoy this more, just because of how hard the numbers hit. I never did get to try melee either. Might do that. Alright, that's the end of the video. I never did end up testing melee. The reason why is I need a new EOF, but if you somehow managed to watch it this far, put a comment in the description that says Danimals. Yeah, do Danimals. I'll know you're the real one, but anyways, hopefully this is helpful. It's a very unique video. I don't think I've done something like this before, so I appreciate you sitting around and watching the rest of it. I'm going to continue grinding because it is now currently 3 a.m. my time, and I think I've lost like 10 ranks today making this video. So I'm going to have to put some hours in before I go back to work, but no. Hopefully this is useful. It's a video that I didn't see anyone else make, so I made it my own, but alright, until next time. Bye.